This is me trying to look somewhat presentable for the live guys. Oh, hi Jen. Jen888. How you doing? Jen, where are you from? Can you hear me, by the way? Oh, thank you for visiting from Canada. Nice meeting you. And thank you. Oh my God, Gaston, hi. I know not a lot of people are here yet, but Gaston is my coach here in Japan. Go give him a follow on YouTube immediately and on Instagram immediately. The man is a genius. I don't know what else to tell you. The Super Bowl is on right now. Yeah, Jen, I think I'm more interesting than the Super Bowl. But I'm not a sports person. I want you guys to see more of the window. The window is nicer than me. Hi, Gab. Good question. So Gab is asking, why did I leave Israel for Japan? It wasn't exactly planned that way. What happened is that after I finished university and my husband, who was then my boyfriend, he finished his bar exams and he decided that he didn't want to be a lawyer. I just wanted to live outside of Israel for a while. I've never lived anywhere else. And because he used to live in Japan as a teen, I asked him, hey, maybe we can find like a job opportunity for you and I'll follow. And he did, and I did, and now he has his own business, and I am a coach, I'm a trainer, and life here has been very good to us. So we stayed more than we planned to. But I think it's inevitable that sometime down the line we'll probably return to Israel. Eventually, that's our home. How did I learn to speak English? Well, we study English in Israel from quite a young age. I think it was grade 3. But I was raised in the 90s. I was a TV child, so I watched a lot of American TV. There's no dubbing in Israel, only subtitles. So I was listening in English, reading in Hebrew. Advanced my Hebrew reading skills also very quickly. So both things kind of happen at the same time. When you're a child, you pick up things very quickly. And I guess I had a good ear for it. I don't know. I also speak a little bit of French. I studied French junior high and high school. Je parle un petit peu français, mais il y avait déjà longtemps que je parlais. I don't have any practice. I don't speak with other people, so my accent is still pretty good, but my French sucks. Ton français, l'accent, c'est bon. Mon français, c'est pas bon. Pas du tout. Il y avait déjà longtemps que je parlais. Am I a Moroccan Jew? No, I am half Ashkenazi Jew, half Iraqi Jew. My mom is the Iraqi side. Her parents came from Baghdad. They survived the Farhud and came to Israel. And on my dad's side, his mother, my grandma on my mother's side, lost her first husband in a bombing in Poland, and then she came to Israel and met my grandfather. Yeah, in Canada, you take French throughout elementary. I think if I hear Canadian French, it's kind of hard for me to understand. Stephanie is asking if Stephanie Schaefer. Hi, Stephanie. Do I do any virtual training for clients? Yes, I do. If you want to learn more about online training, then you can just message me on Instagram. My handle is Edith_the_trainer. And just message me on there and we'll get in touch. Congrats on 1K. I can barely speak English. I don't know. From this text, you seem like you're doing fine. Danny, Doodle, Shout out again to my coach Gustin, who is on the live, and you guys have to follow him. All right, his YouTube channel is GS Rankin09. He's up here on the chat. So again, the man is a genius. Go follow him immediately. So Gab is saying, my grandfather is Moroccan Jew and fought Israel Independence War, but then my father's family moved to Canada because there was a lot of racism against Arab Jews in Israel at the time. It's true. There was racism against Mizrahi Jews, Sephardic Jews, Arab Jews in Israel. It was not easy. It was not easy also for Iraqi Jews, but there was no other place for us. Most Moroccan Jews were poor. That's true. I think some Iraqi Jews came, well, they didn't have anything. They came with nothing, but maybe they had a more close-knit community and they managed to kind of pick each other up, and then they found themselves a lot in like the banking system in Israel. Most of my family are either accountants or bankers, and I'm the black sheep, of course. Thank you for the hearts. Oh my gosh. Shall I read some questions that I got from other sources? What else are you guys saying? We were taught French in Quebec is definitely different. Yeah, I think it is. All right. Yeah, Stephanie, go ahead and just send me a message on Instagram. I'll be happy to hear from you. Let's see some questions that I've received before. I'm going to look up on my phone. Thank you for coming to my live. I was kind of scared that I'm not going to get any people on here, so I was a little bit nervous. I'm nervous whenever I do something new. I mean, I guess it's natural, but yeah, it's good seeing you guys. If you have questions about my pregnancy, I've just announced on the channel that I'm pregnant. I am at this point 16 weeks pregnant, 4 months. So if you have any questions about that, I'll try and answer. I'm really new to this whole pregnancy stuff. I don't know anything about it. Okay, let's see some questions that y'all had. Shir, my Israeli friend Shir. I don't know her personally, but I know she's Israeli. Would love to hear a gym comparison, Japan versus Israel. What brought you there? And are you planning on going back? Why or why not? So I answered a couple of these questions already. There is no current plan to come back, but I think it will be inevitable at a certain point. What brought me there? I went through that already. Gym comparison. Okay, the gyms in Japan are interesting. I go to a CrossFit gym and it's fantastic, but I also visit like regular gyms, like Anytime Fitness, kind of box gyms, And here people are very reserved. They kind of keep to themselves. They don't chat with other people at all. Also, if you have a tattoo, you have to hide it here. You can't show off your tattoos. You can show off your tattoos in Japan in the gym. They will ask you to either cover or go away. If you need a spotter, like let's say you're alone, you're doing bench and you need a spotter, there's no one to ask. You can't. It's uncommon, and people might freak out. Most of the times when I go to the box gyms here, first of all, they're quite small. So I often find myself to be the only female there, especially in the weight area. The bigger ones have more. In Israel, people are super duper friendly. The gyms are also more dirty. Like in Japan, everything is super clean and people clean up after themselves all the time. But in Israel, people are very familiar. They're very friendly. Every time that when I went back home and did my workouts, there was some person talking to me and it's like, oh, wow, you're really good at dips. Wow, I can't believe you have pull-ups. You're really strong, or stuff like that. Normally that's what I get because I am relatively strong, or at least used to be before I got a little bit bigger. So usually people are impressed by it. Some people ask me even for exercise advice. It's just way more friendly and casual. In Japan, people are extremely reserved. Let's see what are you guys saying on the chat. First night home with the dog was harder than the first night home with the baby, said Steffi. I hope you're right, because we had 2 first nights with dogs. in our lives, and they were difficult. So I don't know. Of course, it's stressful having a kid, but I also, pretty much every person in history did it. So I guess we'll manage. Oh, Danny missed what brought me to Japan. First of all, you can rewatch it afterwards because I'm going to put it on my channel. But it was 10 years ago. I just wanted to live outside of Israel for a bit. My husband decided that after he passed the bar exams that he didn't want to be a lawyer in Israel or at all. So we found a job opportunity for him here, and I followed. Basically, we stayed here ever since. We thought we would live here for a year or two, but it's been a decade. Let's see what other questions people had to me on my community post. What's my favorite thing about living in Japan? Other than onigiri, I have to say it's the cleanliness and the fact that, it's very safe. Our lives here are very comfortable. We have a lot of friends here. I think we have more friends here than we would have had if we lived in Israel. Because something about living here, being an outsider, pushes you to make friends with other foreigners, and it pushes you into being social. Oh my God, my hair. Most of my friends are from the gym. But yeah, I think we have a lot of friends here. And actually, someone is just asking if there is a sizable Jewish scene in Japan. Yes, there is. We have the Jewish Community Japan, not far away from where I live. We visit there sometimes. Unfortunately, normally Friday nights I work, so we don't do a lot of Shabbat, but we also have a lot of friends from there. It's becoming a little bit of a tradition for my husband and I to have Shavuot brunch here at our place with this view. And we do Shabbat for holidays. If we're in Japan, then we will celebrate together. And I have Jewish friends, Israeli friends, Japanese friends. Yeah, the scene here is really nice. And if you happen to visit Japan and you're Jewish and you want to do Shabbat or anything, first of all, talk to me and we'll make it happen. And also, it's fun. The rabbi here is really cool. He's a young guy. His name is Andrew. And he's like a, social kingpin of the Jewish community here. Another question that I got. Oh, I love this one. What kind of music do you like? Do I have a favorite photo of myself? And if so, what is the story behind it? What is it like living in Japan versus Israel? Favorite kind of music? Not modern pop. I don't like Harry Styles or Taylor Swift or this kind of stuff. I have no idea what happened in this Super Bowl halftime show. I have no idea. But some of my favorite bands. Tool, I love Tool. I've seen them live a couple of months ago here in Tokyo. I like metal. I like heavy metal. I like Opeth, Gojira. Other than that, I also like some independent female creators that I started listening to. What's her name? Kiki Rockwell, Alexa, and I also really, really like. She's amazing. Sophia Isela. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Isela. Sophia Isela. She's so talented, playing piano, playing violin, singing, writing her own music. And she's just 20-something. So I'm just so impressed by people like that. Let's see the chat a little bit. Hello from North Wales, UK. Hello. What else? What motivates you to keep working out consistently, even when the changes you see are very small? Oh, Yoav, my husband. Hello, husband. What motivates me to keep working out consistently? First of all, I think by this point, it's part of my identity. So if we're talking about more earlier stages, what kept me going? Stubbornness, I guess. I am a fairly stubborn person, and I'm not going to lie that sometimes you do get discouraged and you want to just quit. But you kind of have to remind yourself that changes happen very slowly when you work out. So if you're trying to build muscle, if you're trying to lose weight, it takes forever. And you don't see it, and you don't see it, and you don't see it until one day you see it. And it will happen if you're being consistent with your nutrition and your training. So don't get discouraged. And if you do, then have somebody slap you back into reality. Okay? We all need someone who would do that. Thank you, husband. I find your video on Anna really interesting. Thank you. So regarding the girls and girl world and fat acceptance and all that, I really want to treat these people like case studies. I'm not here to be another snark channel. I think some people can do snark better than I am. Maybe I have a particular flavor with my accent, but I'm not here to be a snark channel. I'm trying to give some added value. I don't like the word educational because I'm not an educator. And I don't think that I'm smart enough or knowledgeable enough to educate anybody. But I want to give some added value. So I can use Anna and maybe some other people like her to talk about fitness. I can use people like Alexandra Rodriguez to talk about nutrition and food shopping and just basically how to live your life with nutrition. And I can look at fat acceptance and talk a little bit about psychology, sociology, and mindset when it comes to weight gain and fit and weight loss and fatness and stuff like that. So I can use these like 3 points as a triad. And I understand that sometimes it comes across sassy or that I'm pissed. And it's because, yes, it's true. Sometimes these people piss me off, or sometimes I wouldn't like their personalities. You don't have to like everybody, but I do try to use them as case studies as much as possible, rather than just being a bitch, I guess. What else do y'all have to say? The way to keep going is to remove the question out of the equation. Yeah. You just keep going because you keep going. Like, no one asks you if you want to brush your teeth today. You just do it. You don't ask if you should drink water or not. It's just what you do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anna can't be taken seriously. It's amazing that she hasn't suffered a big injury yet. Yes, she's very lucky. She's an injury waiting to happen, honestly, with her form. You wouldn't say that I'm a snark channel. Thank you. I'm trying to sway away from snark as much as possible. I don't want to be a snark channel. That's not what I'm about. It's not that I don't enjoy watching that type of content. I do sometimes, but that's not what I want to do. Let's see more questions. Favorite reactors that I love to watch? Yes, of course. First of all, I have to give a huge shout out to Wicked Weird Wednesday. I think she really helped my channel grow. I came up on her radar and she gave me a shout out, and she's amazing. I love her. I love her personality. I love her tattoos. So Wicked, if you're listening, thank you, and you're awesome, and I love watching you. I love Ilona, right? Chikara Transformations. She's great. I really like Sam at Every Size. I like Kiana Doherty. I like Honey Bison. Sometimes her videos are a little too long for me, so I have to watch them like a series. And I like Angelica Unfiltered. She is indeed unfiltered. These are just on the top of my head. Oh, and the Cynical Dude, of course. He's a funny guy. These are some of my favorite reactors. Most hated fitness fads or trends? I don't usually hate on fitness fads or trends. I think it's natural that these things would come and go. Pilates to me is a nice entry point to fitness, but if that's all you do, then you need to move on. That's not going to get you strong, but it's a good entry point. I think a good supplement for if you do training, a better supplement would be yoga. That's my opinion. There aren't any fads that I particularly hate. You do have to just use critical thinking and see what is right or wrong for you and what seems like it's legit or not. A few years ago, this was this whole ectomorph, mesomorph body type idea, and it kind of came and went. Again, just use critical thinking and see what seems right for you. Gab is saying that what's confused with Anna is that she has trainers enabling her and it feels so wrong. I think right now her trainer, Ines, she's an online trainer, so she can't really fix Anna on her form. I wouldn't take on Anna as an online client at all. She needs constant watching, basically. She needs constant regulation with a coach. Her previous coach, maybe he tried correcting her form. I don't know. I don't want to judge him. I don't want to come after other professionals. But I think his approach towards Anna was sort of the same as he had with everybody else, general population. Anna is not general population, so you can't train her, you can't coach her like you would other people. And the fact that he either offered or allowed her to sign up to a competition that would have been 6 or 8 months after she started training, that was irresponsible. Again, if she was general population, I would say maybe that's okay, but since she's not, she needed more time, and he let her sign up anyway. And I think you should have told her, like, let's wait with this a little bit. Competitions come and go. There's plenty. Don't worry about it, Let's see other questions that I got previously. How did I meet my husband? It was not at the gym. I was a couch potato at the time. Well, not totally. I was doing Muay Thai. I was doing Thai boxing. But we met in university. I was sick this one time, and I needed class notes. And he was like, yeah, sure, I can give you class notes. Do you want to have a beer sometime? And the rest is history. We met, it was 14 years ago-ish, maybe a bit more. So I was 21. I think he did. Regarding Anna's coach, Jenny is saying that I think he didn't know what he was dealing with, but he tried his best. Maybe I'm being too kind. No, you're not being too kind. I think he tried his best. And, we have to consider also this person probably has other clients, and he's also an athlete himself. So there's only so much of himself that he can give to clients. And Anna is definitely a project. She needs special attention, also because of her personality, and also because, again, she's not general population. She needs special attention. And if you can't give that, then you can't give that. It's fair enough. Sorry, I'm having a coffee in my very Japanese Uniqlo cup. Let's see, more questions. Biggest culture difference or embarrassment after moving to Japan? And what do I miss about Israel? Didn't have like a huge embarrassment. Cultural differences I can talk about a lot. But I think fundamentally I would say is how people relate to each other here versus in Israel. In Israel, everyone is like a big family. You go to, just an example, last time we were home, my husband went in to get a Coca-Cola in like a bodega, and the guy was like, have a wonderful day, have a great life, and I hope you have plenty of kids, and I hope you have all the happiness in the world, and da-da-da, and started like giving him all these like love and affection and blessings out of nowhere. And in Japan, you go in, you get a Coca-Cola, and they're like, arigato gozaimasu, and pretty much that's it. There's not a lot of familiarity here. For me personally, when I tried to connect to Japanese people, I found it to be a little bit awkward and clunky, and I understand that it's probably also me. Maybe they found me awkward. Um, so if it's a Japanese person who lived abroad a lot or was raised abroad, then maybe their attitude is a little bit different. But there is kind of an unbridgeable gap, in my opinion, here. So our friends here are mostly foreigners, um, from the gym, from the Jewish community, etc., or Japanese who are like not that Japanese. This is the main cultural difference that I find. But in general, the cultures are completely opposite, complete opposite. Um, I can't even begin to describe, like it. Even if you look at the economies of both places, it's totally different. Um, Here, very much based on hardware and manufacturing, and in Israel, it's software, right? And high tech. It's just fundamentally completely different. So I do feel a little bit sometimes like a stick out like a sore thumb, um, just walking around. Oichi, sister of Oda Nobunaga. It's probably a reference that I don't understand. Yeah, more formal people, Jenny. People here are more formal, but it's not just that. Even when the formalities are done and you do become friends with someone, it will take a long time to peel the layers, even if you ever even succeed to peel the layers. And when I meet Israeli people, within 5 minutes, I know so much about them, and they get personal. And then you talked with them for 10 minutes, and then they give you a hug. It's sometimes it's too much. There's a reason that I enjoy living here, because I do like my distance sometimes, and my privacy, I guess. I hit the angle for my webcam. I look like I have all the chins in the world. Let's see if there are any more questions. Not here. I had a couple more on Instagram. Let me see if I can pull them out. Let's see if I can pull them out. Questions from Instagram. Can't find it right now. But if you have any questions, let me know. I don't know if I lean towards Japanese culture, Jen, but I just like my privacy. So I enjoy, in the sense, being an outsider here. Um, I don't relate so much to the culture. We kind of found ourselves here and we like it here, but it's not that it was our dream to come to Japan. It just kind of happened. On the YouTube community post, yeah, I am. This is those are the questions that I've answered now. Let's see if there's any more. Not right now. I can tell you, if we're talking about a little bit about pregnancy. Let's see, someone said something about pregnancy. If you were in a room with everyone you've ever met, who would you look for? Everyone I've ever met. First of all, my husband, for support. I would be overwhelmed seeing so many people. And if we're only talking about people who are still alive, then I guess my brothers after. And if we're talking about people who are not alive anymore, then my dad, of course. Or is there another question? Well, I'll give you some life updates anyway regarding pregnancy and otherwise. So, like I said, I'm 16 weeks pregnant, 4 months. So, just finished recently my first trimester. I think the beginning of pregnancy was difficult for me, not because of any side effects. It's just because I I was eating a lot. I gained a lot of weight quite rapidly. I think because I was so lean, my body needed more nutrition, more fat, and sometimes I would get so hungry that I would start to shake if I didn't eat for a few hours. So it was kind of like a new feeling for me, and it was scary because you all know that I used to be fat, and I'm I'm still working through a lot of those things. So Tokyo or Kyoto. I'm in Tokyo. I'm still working through a lot of those things and a lot of the psychology around it, and I don't think you can ever fully recover from body issues or completely heal your relationship with food. So when I noticed that I was just like eating, it scared me a little bit. It has balanced a little bit more now, and I think I'm also showing more. So even though some people is like, oh, I wouldn't have never guessed that you're pregnant, and then I say, you should have seen me before. But it's kind of weird. I think until I have like an actual huge bump, I would probably feel maybe a little self-conscious. However, last weekend, I went with my friend Avital. She's a girlfriend, and two other guy friends of ours. We did a high rocks relay in Osaka over the weekend, and it was great. I had a really good time. I was prepping for it for a long time. Again, thank you, Coach Gaston. Huge help. And it went so well, in fact, that we decided next month, towards the end, like the 20th of March, we're going to do another High Rocks in Bangkok, but this time it's not going to be a relay. We're going to do doubles. So I'm going to pair up with my friend Avital, and we're going to do the High Rocks doubles. Don't worry, guys, I'm not going to do any burpees. I'm not going to fall on my abdomen or on my face. Avital is going to do the burpees, all of them, and I will compensate by doing all the lunges, and we can do 50-50 on all the other stations. The thing that I'm mainly worried about is that I'm not used to running a lot. I can sprint or I can do a mile, but I'm not used to running more than that. So this is something that I will have to work towards until then. However, next weekend on Valentine's Day, I am doing a pole dance showcase. I've been doing pole dance since April, so not even a year yet. Actually, what is it, like 8-9 months only. I went from beginner to intermediate pretty quickly because I'm relatively strong, and I signed up for the Valentine's showcase. And when I signed up, it was before I knew, before I got pregnant. So I did lose a lot of core strength because of the abdominal stretching. So I'm kind of bummed out that it's not going to be as impressive as it could have been. However, I'm happy that I can still do that and still perform. It will probably be the first and last show that I can do in a very long time. And I don't know if I could keep up doing pole dance after this show because again, I'm losing a lot of strength in my midsection, in my core. So things like inversions on the pole or aerial inversions, it's getting much harder to do. Pole dancing is hard and it's extremely painful, and I am bruised all over, and especially in the beginning I was very, very bruised. It gets better as you continue, but it's very intense, very, very intense. I do like the fact that it's like an artistic expression. The only thing that I would say I like less about it is that it's a very imbalanced way to train. So if you only do that for your training, you will have imbalances all over. So I don't recommend it as training. I recommend it as a hobby to supplement training, and also doing as much as you can otherwise to compensate, because I can already feel some imbalances that have happened because of it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I can update you all, but I don't think that I do. This is like my life update. If you saw the picture of Stella with the cone, it's because she had an eye surgery some time ago, and she only recently came to the point that she doesn't have to be with the cone all the time. So we only put the cone on her when, like, at night or when we're out of the house. But most of the time she's fine without it. So that's why she had the cone for a very long time. It was very stressful, her with the cone. And the entire eye thing, because we were afraid that she could lose her eye. But thank God, the surgeons in Japan are very good. They are, yeah. Oh, and I think I didn't say, when I talked about pregnancy, we are going to have a little girl. We just found out like a few days ago. So it's funny. I don't know why I kind of got used to the idea that it would be a boy, but I think it's because in Hebrew, it's a gendered language. So even when you say it is still in the masculine. So your brain kind of gets used to the idea of masculine way of speaking. And I would try to use sometimes he, she, but it's cumbersome. So I got used to the idea that it would be a boy, but it's a girl. And let's hope that she's a good one. So far, she's been very cooperative with my shenanigans and high rocks and pole dancing and training. And I'm going to do the CrossFit Open also at the end of the month. So she has a lot to do. Okay, she she needs to do a lot. Yay for girls! Good times on the baby girl. Thank you, Gaston. Thank you for hopping on my live. You're awesome. Gaston was just over the weekend. He was translating the bird box seminar, coaching seminar that I participated in over the weekend. It's a seminar for mainly CrossFit coaches, but I think it's good for any type of coach. Basically, to improve your coaching and become a better trainer and better coach. And it was an incredible seminar. And Gaston, if you believe it or not, American, and he did the entire translation from English to Japanese. I said it a couple of times already. He's a genius. What can I say? So go give him a follow on his YouTube and on his Instagram. I'm going to put his Instagram handle and YouTube channel on the chat right now, because he deserves all the followers. Some of his YouTube videos are in Japanese, so you might not understand. I can't type and I can't spell. That's his IG and his YouTube. I always struggle to find his YouTube channel for some reason, so I'm going to put it here once and for all. There we are. Fitness inverted. Go give him all the follows. I don't know. I don't think I can do a whole hour on this live. Alexandra Rodriguez would be so jealous. Oh, because I'm pregnant. She did the thing, She has a baby. Good for her. I'm happy for her. I just hope. I don't know. I hope for her kid that things go well for them. She's pregnant or trying to conceive. I don't know. I don't want to talk about Alexandra's pregnancies or the way that she raises Anderson or her parenthood or anything like that. First of all, it's completely out of my scope. It's absolutely not my business. And I just don't feel like I can judge any other mother or any other parent right now. We might not agree on the way that she does things. My main problem is the nutrition issue. With other stuff, we don't live their lives. We don't know their daily situations. We don't know Anderson, so I prefer not to talk about it. We don't know anything about their actual reality. Well, at least I know now you watch or know about. Oh yeah, no, I have a video about her, and I'm actually gonna have a video coming up this week about, or maybe next week, about her at Costco, and then she goes to Costco with her mother, which was absolutely an anthropological experience to see both of them walking around Costco and enabling each other. So that was fascinating. Before I go, do y'all want to see Stella? Sawyer is sleeping and he also weighs almost 40 kilograms, so I can't pick him up for you, but I can pick up Stella. So if you want to see her, say, let's see Stella. Yes, okay, Jenny. I know Jenny likes my dogs. Stella. All right. I'm gonna get her. בואי מתוקה שלי. איזה חמודה שלי. לא לברוח לי. אוש, חמודה ויפה שלי. אוי, תראו מה זה. אוי. Look at this beautiful doggy. Stella is 1 year and a half. She is a Jack Russell Terrier. She is a menace. My husband says that we got a dog in my image, and I think I agree. We both look alike and behave similarly. She's quite a rebel and she's quite a fighter, and she's just a little warrior, and she's so sassy, and she's jacked, y'all. She's so muscular. And her eye is getting better, and she's such a brave little girl. She's just such a brave little girl, and I'm so proud of her, and I'm so happy that she's okay, and I really love her. Sometimes I don't know why I love her, but I do. She's just such a good girl. She is sassy, but she doesn't have a mean bone in her body. She's so docile and she loves everybody. And there she is. With her little chin hairs. Yeah. אני אוהבת אותך חיים שלי, איזה יפה שלי. איזה יפה וחמודה שלי. תגידי שלום לכולם. תגידי hello everyone. Say hello everyone. Look at her little feet. I'm in love with this little creature. Oosh. I think I like this little dog. She is adorable and she's so sassy. She's a year and a half. Sawyer is 12 and a half. He's going to be 13 this year. And they get along really well. Sometimes she bugs him. Right now she's excited because I picked her up and he was just laying here minding his own business. And she pawed his face for attention. So I can't say that I can't relate. She, again, a dog in my image. Yeah, I'm so glad that her eye is okay, and I'm glad that she still has her eye, and I don't think she has any eyesight issues because we played with a tennis ball with her and she catches it midair. Amazing. So I think she sees fine. I think her eyesight is fine. Well, you guys, I had such a great time. It was very strange for me to come on here live, and I was scared no one was going to be here, but I'm glad people are here. And I will work to kind of keep up with modern times with my videos. A lot of my videos were pre-recorded, so I'm going to try to keep up doing videos as I go and kind of being modern times. And again, talking about aspects of health and wellness and fitness and longevity and health span. And I don't know, maybe even health in pregnancy and gestation, all those stuff I want to talk about. And when I do reactions, I want to also kind of keep reminding myself that this is not for snark. We're using these people as case studies. We're using these people to learn something about ourselves. So, I mean, sometimes I like comments that make me laugh about Anna or Alex or whatever, because of course it's hilarious watching them. They're definitely a phenomenon, but this channel will be something else. And down the line, I might expand to other content as well. I love music, so I think I would just be very happy to do reactions to music, like either a first time listen to a song that someone recommended to me, one of y'all recommends, or even if it's a song that I know. I just love music, so I think that could be fun to do, but not yet. The channel doesn't have the identity needs to be formed. And thank you. I appreciate you all so much. I can't believe I got to 1K. Well, now it's 1.2K subscribers on my channel. I really didn't expect it to happen so fast. So I appreciate every single one of you, and I love every single one of you, and I respect you, and I respect your opinions and your inputs and your comments, and just thank you for taking the time and watching me and listening to me blab with my obnoxious nasal voice and my funny accent. Why do the Japanese love Avril Lavigne? I didn't know that they do. I know that she loves Japan and she likes manga and anime and stuff. I went to Japan a few years ago. I was shocked how popular she was, because she's not really spoken about the United States. Oh, thank you about my accent. Well, I don't know. I don't know if the Japanese like Avril Lavigne so much, but I think they like her because she likes Japan and she's very much into like anime culture. And she had that song like kawaii or something cringe like that. So I think that's why whenever they get a shout out from an international artist, I think they're like, oh, they're our new favorite now. So, which I totally get it. I come from a small country. If we got a shout out from an international artist, we would be just like Israel. Yeah, I think her Kawaii song was super cringe. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go about my day. We've been on the live for 48 minutes, so this is gonna go on my channel, so people can rewatch it if you want to. I don't know why would you like to, but if you would, go ahead. And I love you all, and have a great day, and have a great week. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.